out here at the pig pen. Spend a lot of time out here. That's the way it is. The little ones are still doing good. 2 days here. They're getting along just fine. I think the bigger ones have finally gotten used to them. Deuce, he's settled in. Still haven't heard what her name's gonna be. Waiting on Ethan or Rhonda, I don't know. These guys here, they hear me talking, they think they need to be fed. Got zoomed in for the little ones, but I mean, they're having an impact on them too. You wouldn't think little ones would have so much of an impact, but they do. They're cleaning this out. Shouldn't have to move them for a while, but we'll see. I know you guys don't want to look at weeds and grass. She's sneaking around there a little bit. There they both are. Yeah. Still getting used to their new environment. She had spent most of her, I guess, first 3 weeks or so in a barn. The big farrowing operations. Well, it's the same operation. I think I mentioned in another video that those over there came from. It's hard to believe that at one time they were that size, you know. But like I said, right there, Mr. Deuce Pigalow, he's the future of this operation. You know, we're gonna add at least one more gilt in time, but don't know when that's gonna be. I wasn't really planning on adding her, but you know, got a good deal and couldn't turn it down. And then when I saw her, you know, I was glad I did. I like that color. Just wish she was built a little more like old Deuce there. You know, he's just stocky as all get out. Look, like I say, he looks like a pig should look in my mind. And you know, I may be wrong, but anyway, probably ought to get off here, quit shooting baby pig video. I gotta get in here and clean this mess up. I gotta not clean it up, but I gotta take this part of the fence down back here and move it out there. I'm gonna have to get the boy up and get him around so that he can come and help me. Just, you know, as I've said, I like the babies. You know, I said it before, but you know, those pigs over there, I mean, I got zoomed in, but that one was the size of these when we brought them home. It's just amazing how fast these animals grow. Like, he's already trying to earn his money. Yeah, he's trying to earn his keep, and he's way too young, and so is she. But so, I guess I'll get off here. Be back on here later. Maybe show some upgrades or some changes. Not necessarily upgrades, but oh, here we go. They're wanting to scuffle a little bit. Alright, well, we'll talk to you later. Alright, we're in the process of moving pig pen here. We got our T-post cooler, moving it into place, aka the tractor. This is so much easier than trying to pull in my hand, especially since I haven't invested in a T-post cooler, which I may. That'll probably be quicker than using the tractor every time. sun's hooking me up. Move this section over here. Alright, here we go. Get the tractor in gear here. Whoops, close enough. Got a little too close. Back there, just a hair. Here we go. Boop. Post full. Ah! Put it in the wrong hole. Yeah, Ethan's mouthing me. Alright, unhook it. Okay, and that's how we pull a T-post. Be back later. We just opened the gate up, and there they are. They're already in there. Haven't even got all of our posts set yet. They just went in there and went to eating. I think they like that idea. They were over there, right there, a week. See what they do with this in a week. There's a little more of this here than what they had over there. Part of that was where I'd been mowing with the lawnmower, but they just walked in, found them a spot, and started eating. Poison ivy, blackberry briars, they don't care. They eat it all. Milkweed, getting rid of it. Alright, well, Ethan's waiting on me to get this fence finished, so later. Alright, this is where they were for just about almost 2.5 months. As they grew from 10, 12 pounds. And then they were here for 1 week. I think as a week and a day, because I think we moved them last Saturday. But and now we've extended it out that way so they can get over there and eat all of that they want. And they're liking it. I mean, they've already done some damage in just 30 minutes. Soon even these little guys are working it. I mean, their little pen here. Oh, trip over bone stuff I left out. Mr. Deuce Pigalow. Yep. Doing what he can right now. Eat. And there's his little buddy. I don't know what her name is yet. Anyway. He's gonna be a really good looking boy when he gets bigger. Yeah. Already got some pretty good confirmation in my eyes. Alright, well, I gotta get to moving, putting stuff back where I got it from today, so I'll be back in a few minutes. Well, welcome back to the channel, folks. I didn't get a video out last night. I kind of warned you about that anyway, though, so. Rocking chair, thinking about thumbing the floor. Yeah, we decided to take us an afternoon, evening off from around here. We did our chores up early in the morning and got cleaned up and went up to Springfield, Missouri. Excuse me, to the Ozark Empire Fair. I was pretty excited about it, not because I'm big on fairs, but Well, I do like fairs, you know, but I'm as I get older, I enjoy different things. Used to be is about rides and playing the games, and yeah, none of that interests me anymore. And you know, the crowds I don't care for, but I do like the animals, always have. And you know, the Lamar Fair, we go over there. It's coming up here in a couple of weeks, but they have a parade. I enjoy the parade, and I enjoy walking through looking at all the animals. Well, that's what I was looking forward to yesterday. Was walking through, and I really wanted to see pigs and see what they were doing, and maybe even talk to somebody about, you know, pigs and showing. I don't know. Uh, my brain's working faster than my mouth can, and my mouth tries to keep up, and it can't. So anyway, uh, and Ethan had expressed that maybe he might like to show pigs. So you know, uh, that you know, I mentioned that earlier in another video. So you know, but anyway, so I'm like, oh, okay, you know, Rhonda has been kind of asking around a little bit. We hadn't got too serious because he hadn't said much about it. And you know, if you got kids, you know that sometimes they say they want to do stuff and then they really don't want to do it as bad as they thought. And I'm distracted by the hummingbirds. Rhonda's got about six of them out here right now. That's four or five. Yeah, there's about six of them. But anyway, they're flying around here fighting, and you know, each one of these feeders has got at least four holes in it for them to eat, but they want to chase each other around and not share. And they're kind of like my pigs out there. They don't like to share. They want it all, and everybody else go hungry. So, see if I can catch them here. I mean, look close because they'll go fast. There's one. And one just buzzed through here. All right, so back to the topic at hand. Welcome to ADHD Theater. uh, anyway, so me and Rhonda, you know, we haven't got real excited about it and real serious about it. And, you know, I've talked to some people or two, and you know, I always thought you had to have a purebred pig, and you know, it had to be this or that. And so I was kind of curious, wanting to find out, and I've been told that no, you don't. And so, you know, I was kind of wanting to find out, maybe talk to somebody that is already involved. But anyway, so we get up there, and you know, like I said, I'm excited. I'm pretty excited to go through the animal barns, and uh, we turn Ethan loose to go do rides and you know do his thing, and he was more than happy with that. So me and Rhonda headed down to the animal barns. Well, all they had was cows, which is fine. I like cows. I mean, you know, we are thinking about a milk cow. Have been for a while. So you know, we're not real serious about it yet, but we're thinking about it. And so it was interesting to go through the barn where they kept the dairy cows and see the difference. And my dad had always talked about brown Swiss and uh, milking shorthorns, and I had never seen one that I knew of. Okay, I might have seen them in the pasture somewhere, but I've never, you know, somebody say, "Hey, that's what that is." Well, you know, you go to the fair, sometimes they hang signs up, and you know, it tells who they belong to and this or that, what breed they're. Sometimes they'll tell what breed they are. So I got to see some brown Swiss and milking shorthorns, as well as some Jerseys and Guernseys and some giant Holsteins. You know, Holsteins. You know, I've been around a little bit. You know, my dad worked for a guy that was a dairy farmer. He helped him out some, so I'd been around him, and I've seen them, and you know, And but I was really curious, myself to kind of see uh, uh, dang, just the size difference. That was pretty interesting. And then we walked through the Angus barn. Man, there's a lot of people showing black Angus cows, cattle. There's a difference. Cows are the females and bulls are the males. I know that. But anyway, I'm an old hillbilly. Cow, any any bovine is a cow. Just generally speaking. Even though I know that's not what it really is. So anyway, I'm off track a little bit. They didn't have any pigs or rabbits or chickens or ducks. They had some sheep, and that was it. Sheep and cows, dairy cows, and black Angus. It's pretty disappointed. It didn't ruin my day or anything. Just a little disappointment. So we watched part of the Black Angus show. It was a little bit interesting. It probably would have been more interesting if we would have bothered to ask them, hey, what's going on? What are they talking about? Why do they look like this or that? Or, because I'm not a big cow person. Like I said, Dad worked for that dairy farm, but dairy farming was part of his operation. He also row cropped. So he ran a few beef cows, but not very many. But anyway, we'd get a calf from him every year, and Dad actually ended up buying I believe it was a Holstein Black Angus cross, and we used her for a milk. She ended up being a pretty good milk cow. Gave us about 2 gallons of milk a day, or not a day of milking, so it's about 4 gallons a day. So, she turned out pretty good, and she wasn't real big either. She was on the smaller size, shorter size. But anyway, so we got through the cows and the sheep pretty quick, and watched a little bit of the show, the cow show, and looked at some tractors, and and the real reason we went up there was to watch monster trucks that night. Well, those were a disappointment. They really were. And I don't say that lightly. I enjoy monster trucks, but there was only 5, and they just didn't put on a very good show. There was a couple of them went out there and done it, and but overall it wasn't a real good show. And probably shouldn't say this, but it's my channel. I can say what I want. May end up in trouble later, but I can say it. I think there was a young man there that they were trying to promote pretty heavy. They trying to make him look better than he was. It's not that he was real bad. It just he didn't. They awarded him a couple of wins they shouldn't have. But anyway, in my opinion, it's my opinion. So that's what we did yesterday. Today, as you probably see in the video there earlier, me and Ethan rotated the pig pen, the big one, and we got that done this afternoon. Of course, being not getting home until after midnight last night, and it made us pretty slow getting around this morning. We should have got up sooner and got out there and got that done. But oh well, it's what we did. So, and of course, you saw some more footage, I'm sure by now, of Deuce and his little girlfriend that came with him. I'm real excited about that. If I know I never mentioned that. Yeah, I'm being sarcastic. I know I've said that several times, but I am. And I'm really impressed with the way he looks at such a young age. He's a month old, and he's got some definition, and he looks like what I think a pig ought to look like. So, pretty excited to see how he grows out and all that, and see what kind of pigs he throws. you know, and especially crossed on, you know, those white pigs, which is funny. And I mentioned this before, I know, but the little red and white gilt that came with Deuce Pigalow. Uh, and I'm really surprised I haven't got any comments about that name yet. But anyway, she's the same, the exact same genetics as the others six, and you know, just she's just colored different, you know. And I expect that she'll grow out just about, real similar to the way they are. So, and you know, I'm curious to see what that cross with Deuce and my pigs is going to produce, you know. And of course, I think you got to have that kind of curiosity if you're going to do that. If you're going to get into breeding any kind of animals, you got to be curious about, you know. Well, I hope you can hear them little burgers. They're just chirping away up there. You've got to be curious, you know, about what it'll look like, you know. I know it doesn't affect meat quality or anything, but I'm hoping to get that he throws a lot of color, especially crossing when the time comes with the little gilt, the little red and white gilt, red, white, and black gilt. You know, it's got me interested and a little bit excited, you know, to see what we get. Uh, so, yeah, I'm a little bit excited there. Uh, but man, it's gonna. We're looking at least 5 months before I can even start that process. You know, and then you know, will he be able to perform like I hope he will? You know, Ethan's out there feeding them right now. Uh, I heard him out there squealing. I'll probably hear him hollering too, because he gets mad at him. They jump up on the fence and fling mud up on him, and it makes him mad. But anyway, uh, yeah, right now it's all we got going on is pigs and, you know, a few adventures here and there. Uh, Probably won't have any more adventures until the Lamar Fair. I hope to have some good pig footage from that. Um, it's local. I may even try to find out when they're going to be showing the pigs and go over for the show itself and not just do the walkthrough of the holding pens, which is what I usually do. Because they don't do the showing on, say, Saturday when we usually go. You know, that gets done during the week. I hope it's in the evening so that maybe I can run over there and watch that, take that in, and maybe, you know, talk to some people about it or something. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. But anyway, looks like this one's getting a little long, so I guess I ought to wind it up. So, you know, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's all look out for each other. Let's try to help each other all we can. And most important of all, let's pray for each other. I mean, we all can use a prayer. And this world's getting pretty crazy. And I'm going to suggest a video. I don't do this very often here. I've got several videos that I watch on YouTube, channels, not just videos, but channels. And I just finished watching an interesting one from Homesteady. That I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try to make a link to it. That kind of sums up this whole. I don't know what they call it. I don't consider myself a homesteader or anything, but you know, right now, I think if anything, I call myself a hobby farmer. Hope to upgrade from that, but for now, I think that's where I'm at because you know I'm not making any money on it, and you know it's not what I consider a homestead kind of situation. You know, for me, homesteading is you take off and you go somewhere on an unimproved piece of land and you build your homestead from scratch. You know, you bring a few animals with you, but you know, and then you build your house, you build your barns, your pens, and you get your animals, and you know, that's a homestead to me. So, anyway, that's I'm gonna try that. So, all right, we just rolled 16 minutes on me talking. So we'll catch you later.